Hello and welcome to my live. I'm Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, coming to you live on a very different time for me, 1 p.m. Sydney time on the 3rd of March 2013. So hi everyone. Looks like I've got a few visitors, which surprises me because it's a very different time for me. So I've actually been unwell after the Brisbane MBS. I just lost my voice, so I obviously been talking too much. And I literally just needed to sort of be horizontal and sleep for a bit and, have the lemon and honey and ginger and all the rest of it. So I'm feeling a lot better now. You can probably tell what I'm actually saying. You wouldn't have been able to earlier in the week. So for those of you who don't know, I'm doing my lives fortnightly now on a Tuesday night. So it's going to be the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month. So it will work out to be once every 2 weeks, and depending on how many weeks of the month, there might be a 3-week gap. So that's what I'm doing just with live, just because I have I basically had a waiting list for readings, private readings. So I kind of wanted to be a bit respectful of that, people that are paid for reading. So I'm doing my lives fortnightly instead of weekly. But it's still the same format. I'm still doing readings. Okay, so hi, Facebook user. I've got you coming up. It's not showing me your name. So if you would like to click on the link in the description of my video and actually allow StreamYard and Facebook to share your name to StreamYard. Yeah, so basically, thank you, Brisbane. The Mind, Body, Spirit Festival was wonderful. I was at B11, I was joined by Torspell and Lisa, two amazing readers, and my booking person was Brooke. So great team, had a lot of fun. If you follow me, Rhonda's Readings on TikTok, you'll be able to see the sort of shenanigans we got up to. We did some sort of fun videos. And also we basically offer psychic readings in different languages. And we also offer psychic readings in Auslan. So we were joined by quite a lot of the deaf community on Sunday, which is wonderful to see. Someone had a reading in Melbourne as well with that reader, with Torspell, and then was part of the whatever the occasion was for the outing on Sunday. So she was a part of that big group. So that was absolutely wonderful. Hi, Robert. Hi, Linda. How are you? So Linda was at the MBS, so that was awesome. Yeah, so I've actually only got 2 people watching now, but that's okay because as I said, I'm coming to you from a completely different, a different time, so that's okay. So I just wanted to say thank you to Brisbane. Thank you to the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. I do hashtag say yes to the MBS. Sorry, say yes to MBS. I realised I was doing it wrong all of these years. I was hashtagging and adding the in it. And of course, that means MBS wouldn't have seen it or would have been associated. So you'll see some longer tags or just some tags that it's meant to be say yes to MBS. So yeah, that's basically what I want to say. Thank you to Brisbane for the My Body Spirit Festival. I have my psychic cruise on Sunday, the 5th of March from the Gold Coast. So I'm still in Queensland this week, leaving early next week. But basically, I do a psychic cruise. I actually have 2 tickets left, so I've almost sold out. I'm trying to do that. So 2 tickets left. The best way to book for that is just to text me or phone me. That's basically what I do. If you want to see... that's my Ocean Wings. So I do the psychic cruises and psychic fairs and events under that business name, the Ocean Wings. But everything else is, of course, my usual, the Rhonda's Readings. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I do my psychic cruise on the 5th of March, and that's going to be from Hope Island, which so it goes around Sanctuary Cove. So the next one I'm doing after that is on Sunday, the 30th of July. So it's a fair while. And then the next one will be around March. So I'm doing them sort of twice a year. So I'm limited to, the boat has capacity for a lot more, but I actually limit the numbers to 10 people per cruise. So at the moment I've got 8 people coming. So you've got the possibility. So if you and your friend would like to come, you've basically got an option of coming still for the 5th of March. And once I get to 10, I'm not having any more than that, because I do provide afternoon tea, and that's what I cater for. And I like to have it a bit more individual. So everyone gets an individual reading, a brief individual reading, and there's a group platform, group question and answer sort of thing. So that's a 2-hour cruise from Hope Island. And you also get cruise commentary, afternoon tea, tea, coffee, cold drinks. So all of that's catered for and provided. If you're doing a book, hopefully you don't have any unusual dietary requests, because at the moment I've got gluten-free options. If you tell me you can't eat hardly anything, maybe don't come on Sunday, because I've already catered for it. But if you are reasonably omnivorous and can eat anything, then have a look at my psychic cruise on Sunday. Yeah, absolutely, Robert. So we're going to be in Sydney in May, Melbourne in June, and I'm going to be in Melbourne at the end of March. Actually, I'm available for private readings. Don't stress if you've got, because I do have some bookings. I do have bookings over the next few weeks, and I've arranged that depending on where I am. So, if you've got a booking and I've agreed to do a phone or a Zoom reading, that still stands. So, regardless of where I am, but just to let you know, if anyone is in Melbourne in a few weeks' time, I'll be in Melbourne doing readings. I just need to go for a different reason, but I'm available to do readings. And in April, I'll be in New Zealand. So I'm going to the Body, Mind, Soul festival, and I'm doing a talk on Saturday and Sunday mornings. If I've got that right, I'm talking at 12 o'clock on Saturday in Area B of the Pioneer Stadium in Christchurch, and on Sunday I'm talking at 10:30 in the morning in Area A. So just brief things, and I'm going to be in Christchurch for a couple of weeks after that. So if you're based in New Zealand and you'd like a reading, there's availability there. And I'm considering whether or not to do a workshop or something like that there. I haven't sort of decided there. I've sort of put it out there with my mailing list. Yeah, absolutely. So it was World Pride. And for those of you who know Artemis from my Sydney and Melbourne Mind Body Spirit fairs, my festivals, Artemis is actually involved. He works at Optus, so he was all glammed up. It's really concerning when you see some men dressed as women that look better than some women. But that's what Pride's all about. But I find that quite funny. So Artemis was, hopefully she met Kylie Minogue and that sort of thing, but I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately I missed it all because I've been in Queensland, not Sydney, just because I've had things to do here. Yeah, so that's basically my news. Yeah, so it looks like I've got some more viewers, but no one's actually saying anything. With my spiritual book reviews, I've got some things lined up. I'm just trying to arrange, obviously I'm doing it fortnightly now, not weekly, of when they're going to be coming to talk, but that would be, I've basically got 3 new decks of Oracle cards, and 2 of those makers I've got potentially coming on my live to talk about their inspiration of why they did those Oracle cards. Both very talented people, but I'm looking forward to interviewing them. I'm also lining up some speakers from some guests from overseas. So nothing's confirmed yet, so I'm not going to say anything too much, but they're quite interesting people. So yeah, you'll find out about that. Also, for those of you who don't know, I'm the Executive Secretary of the Australian Spiritual Alliance. I'm also the editor of the Spiritual Voice magazine, which is a monthly publication. So if anyone would like to contribute to that, obviously just send me a text there. That's the best way of contacting me. And let me know what you would like to write about, and message me, and I'll sort of either speak to you or let you know what to do from there. Obviously, if you're a member of the ASA, you're allowed to advertise yourself. If you're not a member, so membership is about $50 a year. If you're not a member, you're welcome to contribute some content where it's going to educate or empower people. I'm happy for that. Having said that, I only took over the role in February. and I've contacted a lot of people and I've started getting content in. So it's if you give me excuse me, if you submit something, it's unlikely to go in sort of the following month or that month, unless it's sort of date sensitive, not having advertised yet. So if it's about winter solstice or something like that, or Christmas or that sort of thing, then I'll try to accommodate the date, but that may not happen. So just so as long as you bear that in mind and you're sort of a bit respectful that I have other content I'm arranging in the magazine. So, and obviously I don't have, 4 articles of mediumship in the same month. I ended up with 4 articles of mediumship. I'll spread them out. There is a friend from the USA has quite an engineering technical background, and he's written a creative writing piece called The Ride, which I'm very excited about. And I loved reading it. It's absolutely fascinating. But I recommend reading that. That's going to be published in 3 parts in February, March, and April. Sorry, March, April, May. We're already past February. And that's basically sort of based on a dream he had. And the ride is your journey through life. So, you imagine coming into this life, having a contract, learning your lessons. He's basically done a creative story that's really clever in related to a train ride. So it's absolutely fascinating. And I read it and thought, wow, that's got me, given me things to think about. So it's not academically written, but it's obviously written by someone who's very intelligent, very well educated. So I read it and I was fascinated because I read it again and I picked out more from it. So if that's sort of your thing, I recommend reading that. Okay. So, Linda, is that you? I don't know who's written that. So if you do, would you like your chance of having a psychic question? You've got to like and share the Facebook video or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. So I've got a question, and also let me know that you've liked and shared before you ask your question. So I don't know whether that's you, Linda, if you comment that question was from you and that you've liked and shared. Okay. What else can I talk about? Yeah, so Melbourne in March, Sydney in May, Melbourne in June, New Zealand April, and then the usual Melbourne November, Sydney October, the usual sort of thing. I'll be back in Queensland in July. I've got, again, a couple of things to do. So available for readings around Brisbane and the Gold Coast. So, yeah, we do travel a lot. We actually had to buy a new car. We've driven so much. So, luckily, we managed to trade in our car because we've driven the life out of it. But, yeah, that's basically sort of what we're doing. Just having a look. And as I said, the Psychic Cruise is Sunday, and I have 2 tickets left if you'd like to come on that Psychic Cruise. So you can come with a friend or buy a ticket for a friend. Okay, I don't know who's written that last. Someone's actually written a question, but I don't know who it is, and I don't know whether they've shared. So if you can comment on that as well. Yeah, so obviously I'm coming to you 1 p.m. on a Friday, which is a very different time for me. So I wasn't expecting anyone to be on. So I'm happy that I've got a few people watching. It's just I was unwell early in the week, so I literally couldn't speak, so I couldn't do my live. Okay, so yeah, I do have, regarding my availability, so my availability from private, I'm just looking at my diary here. My availability for private readings, it's a bit limited over the next fortnight. So Thursday, Friday, the 16th, 17th of March, I've got my next availability for readings. So if you wanted to book a reading privately, I've just got bookings already. So So yeah, and as I said, I'm doing my lives fortnightly on a Tuesday night just because I was getting a waiting list, so I thought, well, I've got to really prioritize people that have paid for readings and get them in. Oh, you do get notified. Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Robert. Alrighty. Yeah, so congratulations to Artemis for being part of Optus and Mardi Gras World Pride. That's pretty amazing. I saw photos on Facebook which look pretty cool. It looks like yeah, I mean, just in the spirit of love and acceptance, it looked like an amazing event. You know, and obviously seeing it on TV is not the same, but I actually only went to my first Mardi Gras when I moved to Sydney. So that was a couple of years after I moved to Sydney. So I think it was around 2015 I went to my first one. I'd never actually been to one. I'd always watched it on TV and supported it. But yeah, so that was amazing. And it was funny. There was a guy in his little silver, not G, or not, I don't know, I didn't see the back of it, might have been G-string, but anyway, sparkly silver undies, came up all sweaty, he'd been dancing and everything, and he kissed me on both cheeks. It was so funny. It was just, you know, it was kind of cute. You probably thought, oh, she's in the audience, she's cute or whatever, but it was just really, it wasn't a slobbery kiss, but it was just so sweaty. My cheeks were just like wet. So, but yeah, that's what I remember, being in the audience on my first Mardi Gras. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I bet it was massive, Robert. That's yeah, that goes without saying. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, that's basically yeah. So if you want to join the cruise, have a look at oceanwings.com.au or send me a text. As I said, got 2 spots left. 8 have been sold, 2 spots left. I do cap it. I had someone contact me saying she wants to book 4 people, and I said no, my limit is 10. So you can book 2 or not, but she didn't book. So yeah, that's left it for someone else. Okay, I don't know who that other comment was from. Alrighty. Okay, so I've got a couple of people watching. Just bear with me. I'm just clicking through. Yeah, so I'll just go through my social media. For those of you who don't know, I'm on social media. So Rhonda's Readings, Rhonda Kelly. I'm on TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. My Facebook group is Rhonda's Readings. What else am I? I'm on another thing. I'm also on Instagram at Psychic Rhonda Kelly, and I'm on Twitter at Rhonda Psychic. So I'm on all of the social medias. I tend to be posting more on TikTok. I just find that really easy and really quick to upload a video and just quickly play around with it. So for the sake of the Brisbane MBS, we had, you know, we're allowed to do sort of fun things and really quickly edit and post it, and that's the best for me because it was quite a busy festival. So, you know, I had bookings in the morning generally, and you know, once you start doing readings, you don't sort of stop until you have lunch at 3 o'clock or whatever. So TikTok for me is easier to sort of do promotions. And then in case you've noticed, I tend to share my TikToks on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. So I tend to just share that content just because it's quick rather than sort of reposting it. Yeah, so have a look out for my other social medias. And on YouTube, I've got Rhonda's Readings. Obviously, that's where I broadcast the stream out to. And I've also got Ocean Wing Psychics as well. So that's and that's related to my psychic fairs and that sort of thing. So with the psychic fairs, I'll be hosting more. I tend to do that in the second half of the year. So no definite dates lined up. I do have some exciting things coming up. I've had opportunities that were a bit unexpected. So I'm not going to advertise them until things are confirmed and that. But yeah, so it's exciting times ahead. Okay. All right. Well, I might call it an afternoon. I know it's just an odd time. So thank you, Robert. Thank you, Linda, for coming and saying hello. Yeah, so with the Okay, I won't be around in June. Thank you for the invitation. But yeah, I don't tend to go out your way much, Robert. Yeah, so I just thought I'd say hi. So 2 tickets left for the psychic cruise on Sunday. It's a lot of fun. Only actually did one before. I did one in September. I was going to do one in December, and I was actually unwell. So um, that's basically sort of every 6 months I do one. So the next one is going to be at the end of July that I'll be doing that. Great company, great commentary, a really comfortable vessel, and I provide afternoon tea and drinks, and I do individual psychic readings and a group platform psychic reading in that time. But yeah, that's basically what I do. So, all right, I'll call it a day for now, and I'll see you Tuesday fortnightly. So let me just confirm the date that I'm doing my next live. So the next one will be the 14th of March. I'll be doing the next live. All right, thank you. Bye.